Okay. So, alright. So, I'm going to do some tests and shit. Okay, it seems like it's working well. The audio seems right. If it's wrong, I'll just change it later. But, that's what we got now. Alright, everything seems good. Not saying it is good, but it seems good now. Now that I have everything... Oh shit, what did I... Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Alright, so I'm going to be playing on normal. Because I've never played... Well, I have played this game, but for 41 minutes. My story began in February, year 2000. That's the year I was born.
For my part in this allegory, I'm not going to make the same mistakes my father made. Howard vanished from my mother's life before I was even in it, so when he sent me a letter a few days after Mum's funeral, it was the first I'd ever heard from him. Pity he was dead. Writing from beyond the grave must be a genetic habit in my bloodline. His letter contained a key, instructions, pleas for forgiveness. I figured the dead don't have much use for absolution, so I turned to his prophetic passing, which he inexplicably expected to come any day. Clearly averse to explanations, my father preferred to leave directions to a bank on Mayfair I'd never even heard of. In that bank was a safety deposit box in his name, and myself as executor. Of course, I went, as he knew I would. I discovered that despite the evidence, he'd been legally declared dead almost 30 years ago, and so the old book and collection of notes I found had, in the eyes of the law, been mine all this time. My father's instructions were to burn the documents, raise no further questions. But that was his error. No man's immune to the shameful trappings of curiosity, and my humanity got the better of me.
Whoa.
The university I taught at was world renowned for two things: physics and linguistics. I represented the first, and the man who stood for the second was stumped by my recent acquisition. The book was indecipherable. The notes, however, showed a location somewhere in uninhabited northern Greenland.
Greenland's a shithole.
It took me almost a year to book the last flight I'd ever take. As I watched civilization disappear along with Heathrow, I realised my father had disappeared 3 decades ago, almost to the day, and I considered internally what it was that I was leaving behind. We landed on a strip of ice a few feet wide, and within minutes I was pulling away from the
Sorry.
boat, beginning the 12-hour journey
I couldn't hold it
that
in.
would lead me into my past.
Finally, we're almost docked. I better stow my gear. I may be far from home, but chances are I can still pick things up using my left mouse, and I can take a closer look at things using my right mouse. Okay. Oh, that sensitivity is gonna have to go way up. Okay, how do I change sensitivity? Let's double it and then see how well that works. Oh, wait, that's my notebook. Always good to have a notebook to jot down interesting information or reminders. I think I left my torch, also known as a flashlight, in the desk drawer next to my bed. It can be opened using my left mouse on it, holding the button down and moving the mouse. You know what? Just screw this mouse pad. It keeps moving whenever I try and move with the mouse. I need to get a new one. And I can throw shit, right? How do I do that? Yeah. That's not it. Okay. You hold it and then you click right. I'm gonna pull a PewDiePie and call this Canly. We're going everywhere, Canly. But once I get my fans to like me, I'm never gonna have anything to do with you ever again. That isn't what PewDiePie did, let's all be honest. I'm just making a joke. Oh, that is weird. The flashlight switches on and off via the inventory tab, or hopefully the shortcut key with F. Now, where's that emergency glow stick? Should still be in the locker. Keys in my inventory tab. feels weird closing things. I'm like, oh, I can... Why the hell is this so low? Let's see. Key. Okay. Good thing I have my torch at hand. Oh shit. Should come in handy if the torch runs out of batteries. I should be able to access it through my inventory with the shortcut G. That should be everything I need. I want to get going. Oh, some extra batteries. What about this shit? See, there's a... Dearest Eric, just a quick note before you set sail and leave me once again. I left you a little something to remember me by at the foot of your bed. I don't really know why you only have one testicle, but that's no reason I shouldn't save. I mean, still only have one bed on board. Taking shifts because of it is no way to get your rest. But what does a fisherman's wife know of life at sea? I'll be praying every night for you to make the catch you need, so that you can come home to me safely and soon. Please don't be gone for 5 weeks like last time. I know I might nag sometimes, but I do love you, you know. I've washed those overalls of yours, even though you're not Mario. I know you'll get them covered in assorted fish and Bowsette parts in no time, but I still feel better knowing that they've had a wash. Before I forget, the Henriksons, one of those, in the village, have asked me to see if you'll be coming by any trout, but I said they were mostly out of season. If you do happen upon any, don't say anything, stow them up well and nice, and I'll do something special with them. To celebrate once you come home to me. The ship's captain deserves a little special treatment once in a while. Take care, my love, and don't die like you're probably more than going to. Okay, something at the foot of my bed. Oh, it's alcohol. Well, wouldn't you know? Well, I'm not an alcoholic. I don't drink. Stupid bitch. Can I climb this? She left me. Wait, this is a bucket. I thought it was a pot. Okay, so that's how I crouch. Okay, I think I know everything. I'm certain this map's a good decade or so out of date, but landmarks don't change much in Greenland because it's a shithole and everyone hates it, so I've got a pretty decent idea of where I'm going. As I stepped off the boat sailing out into the blizzard that had formed around me, I realized how utterly a bad idea this was. And I decided, screw this, I'm going home. Said no one ever. I'd been to the discovery of my father's past. I had no idea what to expect, except my death. Soon enough, my concerns were justified, because he disappeared after 30 years, and no one knew where he was. But I still thought this was a good idea. I don't know whether I lost my orientation or my spirit first, but I lost feeling in my extremity soon after, and my new hypothermia was settling in. I didn't even find what I was looking for, and I was already gonna die, so I made it even shorter than most people. So I decided to start looking for shelter. So cold, don't know where I am, need shelter soon. My entire head went numb a long time ago, but I can still hear the wind roaring past. Or is that some kind of animal in the distance? I don't know. I hope it's an animal, because it's freezing to death kind of sucks shit. What the hell is that? I don't care. I just need to open it. Shit looks frozen. Need something to break it. Do I have something to break it? Shit looks screwed. I'm just gonna assume that after a while I'm gonna die. Hey look, I found a rock. Well, I can click this with the right mouse and then I have shit. And then I get stuff. and then stuff happens, and then the shit happens, and I need to stop talking like this because it's full of energy, and I'm gonna be all out of energy by the time for go to work. Yeah. I don't have a drink either, so I really should stop tossing. I can swing the stone more accurately. I'm really glad that ice was fragile as shit. And then the snow covered the hatch and I froze to death. Jesus, my head. I can't believe I fell that far and survived. Although, look at the... shit. That isn't even that far, man. That's maybe like 30 feet. And if you climb the ladder, then it's like maybe 20, 10... That's not very far at all. And what do you mean that rusted old ladder wouldn't hold your weight? Where's the rest of it, dude? You're gonna have to drop down, dumbass. A heavy looking wooden barrel. Could be anything inside it. Even you. A flare. I found a hammer. I can hold left mouse and I can make a backswing by pulling the right mouse. Even follow through by pushing left. What the hell? I reckon if I hold down right mouse after the backswing. What the hell is that? What do you mean hold? What sort of bullshit? Look at this rubber hammer, dude. Why do I feel like this was a mistake? Let's see, looks like ammo crates, shit, stuff. Hey, a flare. It's stuck. There must be something in the way. I've jotted down a note. There's something in the way. Okay. So, hey, a rod. Ah, shit. Can I break barrels with this? Oh, I can. What's in you? Where are my sons? Where's my third testicle? Where is it? Where's that flare at? There it is. Wham! 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 Slam! Wham! 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 Hello? This hatch is seriously solid. It won't open by hand. Someone obviously wanted to keep people out. Or in. Better out than in, I always say. Looks like there's a mechanism. There's a hole in the center. There's no way to operate it. Unless I, of course, stick my steel rod in. Oh, so that is how you open it. Just a serious question real quick. Why the hell would you go down there, especially after you saw something very strong, apparently? Just hit it like this and go wham, slam, jam right on it. Like, you're already screwed. You can't get out. So I guess that's the logic, is that you need to find some way out, because the way you came in, you can't get out that way. Unless, of course, you break all the boxes like I'm doing. And barrels and shit. And then you could probably build a ladder or some shit like that. I've just gone in this massive circle, haven't I? Okay. So, go to the right. Now go to the left. Now go to the right. And go to the right. And go forward. Okay, so it's just one big loop. Can I just close it back on the side? No. Oh, so that's how it works. It goes to the side. Like, something was obviously banging on it, so why the hell would I go down there? Whatever I was descending into, it was 100 feet and wanted to kill me. Protected by two solid metal hatches located in a remote Arctic wilderness and buried beneath the snow. I didn't know what to expect, but it made me feel something I hadn't felt since I was a child, and that was an erection. I'd never been given in much thought before. What? I'd never given it. Okay. I'd never given it much thought before, but I realized that our entire society is a network of safety nets. Emergency services at the end of the phone line, healthy and safety in the workplace, friends, family, lovers. All there if something goes wrong. Part of a carefully designed structure to prevent all the most mundane of emotions. Once again, I felt like I did whenever I was in school, surrounded by a closing ring of older kids, knowing anyone that might help me. Friends, parents, teachers were too scared or too far away. They were all cowards and massive bitches. My dick was huge. Okay, so I can go back here for some reason. There could be anything living down here. Heroics are for Hollywood actors and fairy tales. I'm not taking any chances. If I face off against anything around here, I won't last a second. Caution and stealth are my only defenses now. If anything or anyone sees me or hears me or even thinks about me, I'm best off staying low outside until I know whether or not it's a threat. Crouching by pressing left control will give me a chance to hide in the shadows, because that's what Brian Griffin did. I'll know if I've got it right because of the blue tint into my vision. I have danger sense. Whenever I look at something and it scares the piss out of me, my vision turns blue. I should be quiet enough that I won't be heard unless something's right on top of me. Better remember to shut off any light sources though, so you're basically playing the entire game in the dark. I would consider that more of a purple. I'm going to take a wild guess and say that I shouldn't be breaking anything. Or should I? P. To-do list. Notes. A wooden box. Is there even a threat right now? I'm assuming that there isn't. I want there to be a threat. I want to be a nice dog that I can pet. Okay, this area seems like a spet. It's locked, I need a key. Hey, a flare. Hey, a typewriter. Wham. Slam. Jam. Hey, a bar of soap. Oh. Beef jerky. Rotting wooden shelves must be added moisture from this grate. The whole room is putrefying. Light, I miss being outside already. This place is starting to get to me. Even though I've only been here for like 2 minutes. But even if I could reach that gate, it looks built into the rock itself. No way it's coming loose. Hey look, more jerky. I can just live down here off of beef jerky, but I can only have one a day. I have to ration it out. 1 beef stick a day. I found painkillers to kill my pain. If there's anything in that last one, I can't tell. I found Backstrin. August 15th, 1945. Command bunker, airship, emergency airstrip, Zulu. Weekly report. Another unremarkable week in Greenland. Regular supply shipment received. Standard emergency drills carried out. Routine runway maintenance been carried out twice weekly. I have ordered maintenance to be carried out twice weekly. Oh shit. From here on in. Due to increased snowfall. 1 wounded. That 1 wounded figure is no cause for concern. Back in London, the Germans haven't extended their front line by 4,000 miles. 2 of my men were caught manufacturing cherry bombs in our workshop / armory and succeeded in blowing off a couple of fingers. I take partial responsibilities for this, but not really, because they are jackasses that blew up off their own fingers by shoving their fingers up their buttholes with the bomb. I take partial responsibility in this, in that I allowed them access to a demolitions manual that we keep in the storeroom. I'm sure that's where they learned the ingredients. As a precautionary measure, I have now locked up that manual in the chest in my office and will keep the key on my person at all times. Needless to say, both men have been disciplined and the injured man has been sent home for medical care. I cannot help but think that there has been a more suitable punishment would have been for him to stay out here, but the matter is out of my hands. The base is disconnected sometimes. I feel as if this war could end, and we might not even hear about it out here. Day 43, the war ended, and we didn't hear about it. Supplies requisitions order. The dynamite for excavation progress. 7 bayonets, not necessary in my opinion, but procedure states we should have a full complement. 1 industrial ice pick for removing the damn ice that forms off the external hatch, even though apparently a rock works just as well. 1 pair of reading glasses, category 7C, in order for myself. My glasses are in rather poor state of repair and could do with replacing. Reconditioning of the mine continues to progress. The structure being fortified after bomb damage and damage bombing and excavation of previously caved in areas is going ahead. 1 point of curiosity is some kind of archaeological find. The artifacts buried in the ground as discovered by one of the teamwork members. Later this evening after martial duty, I shall take a closer look at the artifact. It appears to be man-made, Bobby, and may have been working in parts inside. I shall remove what looks to be the front cover and see if I can't discover the source of life which constantly emanates from it. Oh shit, I appear to have died. Chief Inco Manager, Hank Hill. What the hell? A man, an old man clutching something unseen. He is strange, and yet he is also no stranger. Never seen before, still I know this man is Howard, and I call him Father. Oh, what the hell just happened? I don't know, that wasn't such a good idea. Let's do it again. I may never get used to that. Oh, let's do it one more time, just to see. I may never get used to that. And now I turn around and I'm dead. Nope. You know what I actually do want to record is a SCP containment breach. Hold on, let me just... Okay. It appears to only be 2 pages. Copenhagen Post, Monday, August 2730, psychoactive death mine. Researchers of University of Copenhagen have suggested that the mine-altering chemicals naturally sown into the rock may cause a high suicide rate in Greenland mine. The university has recently conducted studies into isolated communities. First, they become interested in SCP. They discovered that not even talking into Aleks and Greenland's higher suicide rates the last 100 years, an anomaly high of 46.7 deaths per 10,000 to 100,000 people, and everyone's dying. On further investigation, shit's fucked. Few locals were conducive to... What the hell? But those who agreed to speak had their own explanation. That looks like a V, but I'm gonna assume that's a U. Inuit spirits known as Turgator. I'm sorry. Turngate live in the mountains. The university is awaiting the results of the chemical testing. Studies continue. I got the key, and I got the power. Let's test for storm. Oh shit, wrong button. 3. Let me in there. Big Book of Explosives. 1923 edition. Man, I wish I could write a book that was just 5 pages long. Okay, so which one do I need actually? Okay, I have Baxtrin. So I'm gonna assume the first one. Black gunpowder and string. And whammo. I seriously doubt that anything. Oh god, is there something down here with me? I can't wait for whoever around the corner. I need to hide. Jesus, I've never been this scared in my life. I can feel my heart racing. Everything gets in a few feet of my hands, but I better not stare it out. Anything within my field of vision might panic me, and I'm a goner. So, forget enjoyment and figure out. Oh, I know. I'll do the Let's Player thing. Oh God! Please don't kill me. Overreaction number 47. Ah! Okay, it worked. I call that the PewDiePie effect. Am I funny yet? I'm making fun of the big YouTubers. Am I funny yet? Seriously though, it did scare me when I was just like, oh, I seriously doubt anything's dead. Oh, growl. It scared me a little bit, not gonna lie. Okay, I'm gonna assume that I'm safe to go now. I'm also gonna assume that it's just gonna make circular trips around the place. Like, that's not a dog. I don't know what that is, but it sure as shit isn't a dog. I found a locked door in the— okay, that doesn't help me. I know that it's locked. What do I do to make it unlocked? Okay, where am I? Okay, I'm gonna assume— oh, no, is that red circles me, I think. So I need to turn right and turn right again. You see, the thing is, it sounds like it's right next to me, but I keep looking around, I don't even see it. Actually, it sounds like it's coming from that other side of the wall. Did I say turn right? I meant turn left. I'm not very good at speaking correctly. Whatever. Stop growling at me, you big bitch. Until I see that you are real, I'm going to assume that you are a fake threat. It's locked. Locked from the other side. There's still someone I can hear chattering. Thank God. Maybe I can— why won't he open the door? Probably because he's a man-star. Hey, I found painkiller. Okay, it was painkillers and batteries. It was different but the same. That time I had more control, man, but over what? I don't know. Let's see if you can do it again. I'm gonna assume that something's gonna happen now that I did that. Let's see, what do I have? Problems of wiring. I'm just gonna assume I'm basically safe. Hey, it gave me a big ass rock. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this, but if this lighter wasn't empty, it'd be a handy thing to have. Old paint cans. Am I missing something? A draft coming from the base. So is that the deal? There's something under this? And I probably need to get these out of there so that I can actually move it, right? I'm going to assume I need to crouch to get through here. Christ, was that a spider? I don't like spiders. So is this just a spider tunnel? What the hell is this? What the hell was that? Oh, it's a dog. A horrible sight, luckily it's modified, otherwise the smell would be awful. Probably still smells, dude. Dry, dirty old bags. How many? Oh, I'm not reading all that. I am not reading all that. Remain secure. Mine is really cursed. 30 years on, fate was struck again. The rescue crews arrived, but my only hypothesis is that they are unaware of my location, and hence busy themselves evacuating the other survivors. First mistake was to make assumptions. Best estimate is that I left the workshop where I was. I approached the old living quarters, but curiously I could find no sign of life whatsoever. Although the specimen bore significant interest to me, I chose to retreat. A feral creature made its home in the mine. Sprain rather than fracture, I cowered, fled into the dark. I discovered the door leading to a smaller, disused part of the mine, the key which I still have in my pocket. Within that area, I discovered the storeroom. My lesson learned, I will not venture out again until I am certain the area is safe. And that was day 6. Rescue seems increasingly unrealistic. Lots of spiders. I do not like spiders. Caught up one of my... This seems like a meme, honestly. I caught one of my accursed 8-legged beasts nestling into my open mouth whenever I woke up this morning. In my surprise, I swallowed it. It's not so much the act of swallowing which concerns me, but the genus of arachnid. It would be unlikely that a cave-dwelling spider would be venomous to any significant degree, but the possibility troubles me all the same. Okay, next day. A known venom would have affected me by now, and so today is the first minor cause for celebration I have had since the incident. By lucky coincidence, the revelation also means that I've discovered the virtually inexhaustible supply of nutrition. I intend to venture into the basement beneath this storeroom in the name of science to discover more about these creatures. Okay, so like 20 days later, for 4 days now, I've been surviving solely off quite considerable sustenance provided by the spiders. For some time I'm struggling to get enough of the crunchy little morsels. However, Lady Aleks smiled on me once more when the batteries of my torch died. I made a second life-saving find. The creature's natural habitat is the dark. With my light now diminished, I only need to lie still for a few minutes. I will have attracted enough of the beast for a rather hearty meal. Does that mean if I stay still, that spiders are going to come for me? I want to find out now. Give it a few seconds. Okay, I heard one. Oh. I thought I could get through that. Hey, a ladder. Look at this ladder. I'm gonna assume that I need it. Do I need to? Okay, I do need to crouch in here. Where is it? I hear it, but I don't see it. I hear, but I do not see. Where? Where are you? Come and face me, you coward. Okay, here's the web. You know what? I'll just sit still here and wait. Where the hell? Am I not supposed to move the camera? Is that it? But what if it comes from the other direction? I want to see it. Okay, it's not coming. There's supposed to be some sort of hatch that I'm looking for. Okay, so there's where I'm supposed to put the ladder at. But then what was the point of me coming down here if it was just to get a ladder to get back out? Am I supposed to find a way to turn off the steam? Okay, that doesn't work. Okay, let's try this again, I guess. may never get used to that. Maybe I need to use light? Is that it? Okay, how close can I get without it steaming? Okay. It's a Zippo lighter, but it's empty. Maybe I'm just missing a tunnel somewhere. Dry, dusty old bags. Okay, so I guess I was just supposed to go through. If it weren't for the size of these pieces, I'd say they look like eggshells. My earlier assumptions on the benign nature of my cellmates have been made in error. After a careful autopsy, I am concerned that they may have a small volume of natural chemicals stored in the stomach, which, if ingested regularly over a period of time, may become psychotropic or even lethal. My only real chance is to break out of here and raid any stashes of supplies I can find. However, the evidence against such a move is unsurmountable. I have no source of life. I swore to myself I wouldn't leave until I heard human voices. These spires are so tasty. From the marks I have been making on the wall and my scribbled diary entries, which in the dark may amount to a legible scroll, today is the 100th day of my new life. Congratulations! Over the past month, my edible friends have become more and more aggressive, and have swelled in number and size. Whether or not this is a result of my plundering their ecosystem, I am unsure. However, at the rate of growth, they will soon be too large to crawl through the gaps in the walls. For all I know, I could be seeing the tip of the iceberg. If all else fails, I am never recover. I hope at least that my study of, and indeed involvement with these fascinating creatures will one day be regarded as important of natural history. And they will say, look at this guy, he just ate a bunch of spiders for 100 days, and we don't know why he did it, but he just couldn't stop. The greatest names in modern science got there more through fluke than talent, and it appears that this rule has extended itself to my discovery of delicious new species. I only pray that the second rule deems my breakthrough too insignificant, for all great discoveries tend to consume their inventor. Yeah. They do have a tendency to consume their inventor, don't they, huh? Oh, that worked. Fluid lighter gas, and now I can, yeah. Then what's this? Batteries? And, is there something else here? Yeah, turn the steam off. So, I feel like I'm missing something. I mean, I guess I got something from this. I wouldn't really consider it anything that I particularly know that I need. Poor Jerry. Good thing that means I'm completely safe. I think someone's been dragged through here. I've never seen this much blood before. That was my best chance to get some answers. Who else is still down here? Was that spider guy? Man who eats spiders? It has been some time since I recorded any findings in relation to the spiders. Oh, 200 days! With whom I have shared my existence for the past 8 months, partially due to my enforced retreat from their basement territory. Not too long ago, their behavior became overly aggressive, and so I have attempted to barricade the main entrance to their lair and secure myself with one of the smaller rooms above it, the only one with an operational door lock. The other reason is that I've been recovering from a minor operation, which I was forced to conduct myself without the aid of anesthetic. Even if I did have anesthetic or surgical tools, I couldn't afford to be less diligent in my work. So anesthetic was out. Surgical tools are all well and good, but although it may be becoming old and rusty, I still trust my penknife to do the job just as well. Amputation of non-vital organ. I began to notice a thick, glue-like substance forming on my tongue and was forced to accept that it had become infected through constant toxin ingestion. Another century of days comes and goes. It seems like so long since I escaped here. At some stage since my last entry, I attempted to return whence I came, that from which I originally was fleeing from fate. However, in the time I arrived from the larger mind system, a cave-in has occurred, blocking any further progress. I was forced to return, except whoever and life has in store for me. I can still hear my aggressive little friend scratching on the door to my cell. So, are you telling me that the things down there weren't actually the spiders, but there were the... I'm confused. Hey, spiders. Let's see. Those look like arrows. Tongue. And hey, why was his tongue so damn long? The largest spider I've ever seen, with its gut carved open. And now it's gone. No. You see, this is terrible, because its legs aren't just bent inwards for some reason. Why do spiders do that? In fact, I'm pretty sure all insects do that. Why do they bend their legs inward and shit? The hole isn't large enough for a man, not that I'd go anywhere near it, even if it was. What burrowed out this tunnel? Something. And you could totally fit in there, it would just be extremely tight. That's where we're gonna end it for today. So see ya.